Stephen Colbert already has a gig lined up. The Late Show is coming to an end, but Colbert is not done with late night, and he's not done with CBS, the company that axed his show. According to Vulture, the 61-year-old will be a guest star in the network's comedy drama series Elsbeth.
Won't be a far cry from his current gig. He will play late-night host on the fictional show Way Late with Scotty Bristol. The scoop comes weeks after CBS canceled The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, which will run until May of next year. It remains unclear how Colbert scored this part, but Wendell Pierce, one of Elsbeth's main actors, appeared on The Late Show earlier this year and might have put a word in. Take a look.
I keep asking CBS, I want to be a corpse on one of these shows. I want to be the body that's found behind the pile of lettuce boxes.
Absolutely,
like that.
but I can make that happen.
You can?
Yeah, we just got picked
you know
up. Yes,
guy?
I know a guy who knows a guy, and then we can get you on.
Thank you,
know,
Wendell.
man. I
Thanks
really
for being
appreciate
here.
it. Thank you.
A happy ending for Stephen Colbert.
I guess he's going to be a little bit more than a corpse. I don't know what this show is.
I have no idea.
It's part of the Good Wife extended universe. There's like a good doctor and a good lawyer and I guess there's a good late night show host or something. I don't know.
I am relieved. Normally I feel that my popular culture reference points are lacking, particularly for a movie fan like yourself. I'm glad when it comes to network TV series that we have a similar level of ignorance.
I have not gotten invested in a network television show in many, many, many years. I was actually reflecting on this when I tried to watch the South Park episode so I could discuss that on various television shows, including ours. And I had to turn on, because I do have a subscription to cable, so I turned on the actual part of the TV, like not just HBO or Netflix, but the actual TV.
Yeah.
For the first time in probably 2 years.
Really?
And it was a weird experience. And I had to watch the episode, they wouldn't let me fast forward. I had to actually watch commercials for MTV and Survivor and whatever. And
a shocking experience.
This felt like I was suddenly transported back into the 1990s or the early aughts. And it led me to the conclusion that I need to stop paying for this. I never use this. I wonder how many. Now, I think a lot of people still do watch network TV. It's not quite the late night example where there's just a much, much smaller audience. I think there's still an audience for network TV.
There is.
Older people still watch it, but it's got to be, the long-term trajectory of that has to be pretty bad too.
Yeah, I mean, the long-term trajectory, I think, is terrible when you look at, there are still the big evening newscasts, for example, still do get a very substantial audience. I think ABC, which is the highest rated one, gets about 8 million. That's a very significant number of people. It's more than any cable news show. But, it is all those figures, and particularly late night, which you mentioned, are way diminished, not only from the sort of Johnny Carson era, but from the David Letterman, Jay Leno era, which of course gets us back to Mr. Colbert, whose ouster I did find suspicious, given everything that's going on with CBS and Paramount. He is and was the highest rated late night talk show. He does better than The Tonight Show on NBC and Jimmy Kimmel on ABC. And given everything else that has gone on with CBS and Paramount, one element of which we will talk about a little later, I am skeptical of his removal, though I take the point that there are various reports about the show being pretty seriously unprofitable.
Yeah, and that is important. That's reading I was going to say the icing on the cake. What? That's not the writing on the wall.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Less sweet.
It's very early these days.
Not enough caffeine.
That's the way things are headed. People just prefer to get their news like everything else, from streaming, from social media. So I was reflecting on, just to circle back to this, because I do the changes to television are fascinating to me. Because I used to watch a lot of network television. I still watch a lot of TV, but I watch it on streaming. And I do kind of miss, I hate being nostalgic for things in the past, because in so many ways everything's better now, and the quality of a lot of television programming has gotten better, especially relative to film. It used to be TV was kind of silly and film was good, but people make really compelling, substantial television now. But the way television is released on these streaming platforms is often either all at once or is over a short period of weeks, 8 episodes, 9 episodes, 13 episodes, whereas you go back to the heyday of I love the television show Lost on ABC. I think 20 million people or something watched the season 2 premiere. And that was 20 episodes. That was over the course of a year of your life. You'd tune in Wednesday night or Thursday night. You'd record it if you were going to miss it. And then you'd talk about it all next week with your coworkers or your fellow students, your classmates. It was a kind of experience that we would go through collectively as a country. I mean, 20 million people watching it at one point. I do kind of miss that. We're now like, Stranger Things will come out. It'll be a thing for a day because you watch it all at once. You watch the next batch in a month, and then it's done. You forget about it. Whereas Lost was with us for like a decade because it took all year to see it.
No, I take that point just very briefly. I do think some of the streaming shows have had that kind of effect. Like during the pandemic, things like Tiger King or The Last Dance.
Yeah,
those,
it's ephemeral.
I think that a lot of people were watching that even though it was not, so long running.
All right, that does it for us on Rising Live. Look out for more exclusive YouTube content coming your way today. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Hill's YouTube channel so you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere you can listen to podcasts. See you right back here tomorrow.